Today I'm going to be sharing with you the best way to create and moderate a room on Clubhouse. I'll be covering how to schedule a room, how to moderate a room, and I'll also be going into the actual app and showing you how to use it as a moderator. If you're new to Clubhouse, I'd highly suggest that you watch my other video, What is Clubhouse, How to Score an Invite, and Getting Started. In that video, I go through everything that you need to know about Clubhouse. In this video, I will not be going through those basics, and unless you are already familiar with Clubhouse, I think this video might get a little confusing for you, so make sure to watch that other one first. I have another video that I think you'll be interested in, and that is how to set up an official club on Clubhouse. So I will link both videos in the description below. If you are on Clubhouse, you can follow me, and you can also join my club, The Mic, which stands for Musicians in Conversation. The Mic has a room every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Pacific, and we dissect what it means to be a modern musician. Different topics that we cover include remote recording, social media, imposter syndrome, and what they don't teach you in music school. And we also interview a lot of incredible musicians, so I hope that you're able to join our conversation sometime. There are a couple things that you'll want to consider before starting a room on Clubhouse. First, come up with a catchy title and description for your room. Second, decide if you will have any co-hosts or moderators. I have found having at least one other moderator really helps when you're trying to run a room. Third, decide how you would like your room to operate. You can have a panel discussion with the moderators in your room. You can also have an open discussion, or you could do a hybrid of the two. You can start off with the moderators discussing a particular subject and later on open up the room so that people can come and ask you questions or contribute to the conversation. Now let's set up a room. I would highly suggest for you to do this before you plan on starting your room. The first reason is because you will receive a URL for your room that you can share on other social platforms. The other reason is because if people are already following you on Clubhouse, they will receive a notification that you scheduled a room. This will help you get more people to join your room. I'm going to do a really quick recap on how to create a room on Clubhouse. When you open the app, click on the calendar icon on the top, and then click on the top right calendar icon with the plus. This is where you'll want to schedule your room, also known as an event. Add all the details on your room, including the name, add your co-hosts or guests, date and time, as well as a description. Once you hit publish, a window will pop up and I'd suggest clicking copy link so that you can push this link out on other platforms. If you ever want to see your scheduled room after this, click upcoming for you and there is a drop-down menu and then you'll select my events to see all of your created rooms. Let's say it is now time for your room to start. Make sure to arrive on time. I've seen a lot of moderators show up late or not at all, and then in the future, I don't plan on checking out the room since they aren't consistent. The way you can start the room is by clicking it on the top of your screen where it shows your upcoming events, or by clicking the link you created and then selecting Start Room. Now let's discuss the best practices for moderating a room. First, let your audience know who is on stage. What I like to do is go around the room and have everybody say their name and a little bit about their background. As the creator of the room, you will also probably want to tell your audience what that room is about. What are you discussing? What topics will you be covering? Etc. For example, you could say something like, today we will be discussing how music will evolve after 2020. Also, let your audience know how the room is going to be run. Will they be able to raise their hand? And if so, at what point within the conversation? And will they be able to contribute to the conversation or just ask questions? Another thing to do is to reset the room periodically. What I mean by that is saying what the topic is of your room and where you are in the conversation. That way, if somebody joins your room later on after your introductions, they'll actually know what it is that you're talking about. Now, another thing that you'll want to decide is once somebody raises their hand and you bring them on stage, they ask their question or contribute to the conversation, do you then leave them on stage or move them back to the audience? From my personal experience, I like to give everybody the chance to talk and be a part of the conversation. However, when you get too many people on stage, it usually gets a little out of control. Typically for moderators, I think anywhere from 3 to 6 is the sweet spot. Now for the number on your entire stage, including your moderators and your audience members that you invite up, I would try not to have more than 12 or 16 people. I've found when there's too many people on stage, people are talking over each other or trying to start at the same time, and you're not really able to have a quality discussion. Also, a lot of people will feel intimidated and not know when to speak. What I usually do is invite people on stage, let them be up there for a little while and have a discussion with us, and then move them back as an audience member. Now they can always raise their hand if they want to contribute more. That way I have rotating audience members on stage and more people can be a part of the conversation. Another tool that I have used that is incredibly helpful is ahead of time creating a list of different talking points. That way if things quiet down, you're not racking your brain to figure out what should we talk about now. You have a list to go off of, so there won't be any awkward silences. days. Many rooms last for a really long time. I mean, hours and hours. Sometimes they even span multiple days. I personally like to set an end time so people will know exactly how long the room will last. Now let's fire up the app and I will show you how to use it as a moderator. I want to show you guys what Clubhouse looks like in real time. So I'm going to open the Clubhouse app and I'm going to click Start Room. I'm going to open up a closed room now just for the people that I invited into this room. One thing to be aware of is that on Clubhouse you are not allowed to record unless you ask the people previously. So just be very aware of that. I did talk to all 3 of the people that I'm adding here, so just so you're aware, just make sure that you get their permission first before ever recording a Clubhouse room. So these are my co-hosts of the mic, Musicians in Conversation. So I asked them to take a couple minutes to help me out with this video today. There we are, let's go. And now I have the room open. So you can see here, you're not allowed to record without letting people know. So just again, be aware of that. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you first open a room with nobody else in it. If I wanted to ping new people into the room, I would click the plus sign on the very bottom, like this, and then I could invite any of these people in. And then I will show you the rest once everybody pops up.
Yay!
Hey!
Thank you!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Good, yay!
Hey,
Let us know
Ro.
Hey, Ro!
Okay, now I'm going to invite Ro to the stage, so I click Invite to Speak. And we should be seeing them pretty soon. Hi, Ro!
Oh. Hi, Ro! Hi, friends.
Hey, I'm going to invite Marta up now. Same thing, Invite to Speak. Hey, Marta!
Hey, everyone. Hi, Marta. Hi.
So, I wanted to ask all of you, would you mind showing me how we clap? Woo! Okay, yay! Okay, so now I'm going to show how to make someone a moderator. So you just hold down and you click Make a Moderator. So Laura is now a moderator. Let's say somebody's done talking on stage and you want to move them back to the audience. Ro, I'm sorry, you're going to be my guinea pig for a moment.
No!
I'll let you up in just a second. So I'm going to hold down and then put Move to Audience. And now Ro's moved to the audience. I'm going to move them back up, though. Invite to Speak.
I've never raised my hand. This will be my first time.
Yes.
Watch my first time.
Yay, I love it. Okay, I'm going to move you to the audience. Okay, so now Ro is in the audience, and they're going to raise their hand so we can see what that looks like. Right there, so now I just say either dismiss or invite as speaker. And I can click here as well. And now they'll be moved to the stage. So let's say that Laura was just invited on stage and forgot to mute her mic. So what I'm going to do is click on her, and then right here, you're going to click the mic and it mutes her. She'll be able to unmute herself, but that's how it works. So that's basically how you use the app. That's pretty much it. The more rooms that you do, the more you will figure out your rhythm and how you like to moderate your rooms going forward. Like I said, I have another video which I think you'll be really interested in, and that's how to create an official club on Clubhouse. And having a club on Clubhouse is really beneficial, so make sure to watch that video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and again, I'd love to see you in one of my future rooms on Clubhouse. Make sure that you're subscribed to me on YouTube and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I'll see you soon.